All right, I wanted to share this video. This is the first I have really seen of a video like this. It is a video that's highlighting the progression of the Black population, right? I think this is much needed to just strip out all the negatives that we see and we hear and we talk about, and just strictly talk about or strictly highlight and looking at the numbers in terms of growth within the Black community. I think this is excellent. And I had to share this from Black Excellence Excelists is the name of the channel. I think I've actually shared something from this channel before, but either way, had to share it again. This video is describing the growth of the progression of the Black community in various different areas. All right. So let's watch this. Let's tap in. Y'all let me know what y'all think. All right. It's Ricky Rich of Black Primacy. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your notifications.
From demographics to household income, education levels, and family dynamics, these numbers tell a powerful story of growth, resilience, and opportunity in Black communities across the country. Thank you for joining us as we dive into the key statistics that highlight the Black American population. So without further ado, let's get started. The Black population in the United States has experienced significant growth over the past 2 decades. In 2022, an estimated 47.9 million people self-identified as Black, accounting for approximately 14.4% of the total U.S. population. This represents a 32% increase compared to the year 2000, when the Black population stood at 36.2 million. Several factors have contributed to this growth, including natural population increases, immigration from African and Caribbean nations, and a notable rise in multiracial identities. This demographic shift highlights not only the growing presence, but also the increasing diversity of the Black population in America, influencing cultural, social, and economic landscapes across the nation. In the United States, the Black population is slightly more female than male, with women making up 52% of the total Black population and men making up the remaining 48%. There are several factors that contribute to the gender imbalance in the Black population, including shorter lifespans for Black men, as well as imprisonment. Not to mention, the life expectancy for Black women is 7 years higher than that of Black men. The U.S. Black population is notably younger than the overall U.S. population, with a median age of 32 years. This is nearly 6 years younger than the median age of the total U.S. population, which stands at 38 years. This youthful demographic is underscored by the fact that roughly 30% of the Black population is under the age of 20, showcasing a large, vibrant, younger generation. In contrast, only 12% of the Black population is aged 65 or older, compared to higher proportions of seniors in the broader U.S. population. The southern United States continue to be home to the majority of the Black population, with 56% of all Black Americans residing in the region. This reflects historical patterns rooted in the South's cultural and historical significance to Black communities. Many freed Black people stayed in the South to establish communities, churches, schools, and businesses after emancipation. African Americans have a stronger connection to the cultural heritage of the South and are attracted to its economic opportunities as well as its proximity to family. On a state level, Texas, Florida, and Georgia boast the top 3 states with the largest Black population. Among Black U.S. households, it's split down the middle in terms of who brings home $50,000 a year in income. 49% earned less than $50,000, while 51% made $50,000 or more. A third of Black households, 34%, earned $75,000 or more, including 22% that made $100,000 or more. About 4, including 22%
I want to look at these numbers here. It's pretty.
that made $100,000 or
Oops.
earned $75,000.
Oh, I think that it looks like there's a, unless I'm missing something, it looks like there is a typo here on their chart. 50,000 to 75,000 has two things. So I'm assuming the 75 to $99,000 range is 11%. So these numbers are actually pretty decent. I like 22% making six figures or more. Excuse me. So we got, I mean, 27% make less than 25,000. Um, I like. I guess I don't know what the numbers for other groups are, but I do like the 22%. I do like the 22%. Let's keep that up. Let's keep moving that in the right direction. Let's keep that up.
$1,000 or more, including 22% that made $100,000 or more. About 4 in 10 black people in the U.S. live in households that are headed by married couples. Roughly 3 in 10 black people live in households whose household head is female. An interesting insight is that 60% of black children live in 30% of the households. However, we must point out that the term single also includes mothers who may be living with but are not married to the father. This could also mean single mother divorcees. Black children live in a variety of family structures, including married, unmarried, and cohabitating, co-parenting, and single parenting households. And these nuances are not accounted for in the census questionnaires and most of the demographic surveys that are cited in the news. Also, we want to point out that children that live with single mothers doesn't mean that the black father is not involved in their life. It may simply mean that they are not married or no longer married to the mother. In 2013, the CDC published a national study that demonstrated greater involvement of black fathers in their children's lives compared to other racial groups. Black educational attainment is inching much closer to the national average, and today, 88% of black Americans have earned their high school diploma, just shy of the national average. College education levels have also gone up as black Americans have made significant progress in both enrollment and graduation rates. A little over a quarter of all black U.S. adults ages 25 and older have a bachelor's degree or some form of college education, and 1 out of 10 black American adults have earned an advanced degree in the form of a master's, doctoral, or professional degree. Black consumers' collective economic power is $1.8 trillion annually and set to expand dramatically in the next 5 years. Black spending power has grown exponentially over the past decade, outpacing the overall U.S. growth rate. This reflects increasing income levels, educational attainment, and entrepreneurship within the black community. Black consumers are trendsetters across industries, with their preferences often driving broader cultural and consumer shifts. This is particularly evident in sectors like fashion, music, and media. In the past decade, black homeownership rates are increasing at the same rate as the U.S. homeownership rate. However, the homeownership rate for African Americans is almost 30 points behind that of white Americans. Beyond affordability, black first-time homebuyers also face extra challenges in getting a mortgage. Almost 25% of black families who applied for home purchases last year were denied, resulting in black Americans having the highest denial rates for purchase and refinance loans than any other race. The ongoing barriers to homeownership is a testament to the nation's long history of using factors rooted in systemic and structural racism to determine access to a mortgage and consequently access to generational wealth. There are more than 21 million black Americans in the U.S. labor force today, representing 13% of all U.S. workers. Our workforce experiences are varied, but there are a number of occupations that we are overrepresented in. For example, we are more likely to be employed in healthcare, social work, and security fields. Black-owned businesses play a vital role in driving economic growth, fostering community resilience, and addressing systemic inequities in the United States. Black entrepreneurs own approximately 3.5 million businesses, which have collectively generated $217 billion in total sales and employed more than 1.2 million people. These enterprises are not only crucial to the economic health of the black community, but also to the broader U.S. economy. Moreover, Black entrepreneurs bring fresh perspectives, innovative products, and services that expand consumer choices and create new markets. African Americans' higher social media usage is not merely about quantity, but about the platform's central role in their lives. From staying informed and entertained to shaping culture and advocating for change, social media is a vital and dynamic tool for the African American community. 75% of African American internet users engage with social networking sites on a weekly basis with an average of 6 hours a week. This accounts for almost 40% more time on social media than the general U.S. population.
This to me is not a good statistic, I will say. All the other ones I can get with. This one I can't get with. We got to get off of social media this heavy. That's crazy. 75% of Black internet users average 6 weekly hours, and they said that's 40% higher than any other group. That's crazy. That's crazy to be distracted 40% more than other groups. We have to fix. That we have to fix. That's not progressive. I will say, let's turn that off, please. That's insane. That's insane. I was just talking to one of my sisters about this earlier, actually, about the amount of time that we spend on social media. And I was talking generally, not even as a culture, but this is eye opening, right? Everybody was, in a frenzy with the TikTok stuff and, the ban that, supposed to happen. We don't know. It happened, but then it didn't happen. I don't know what's going on with that as of today. And people were really falling out over social media. I mean, over TikTok's ban. We all need to really prioritize our time better is what we need to do. We need to reevaluate how we are prioritizing our time. This is insane. 40% more is insane. That blows my mind. I hope that number is not right.
Survey results are mixed on which social media platform is the most popular for the Black community. TikTok usage is ranked high with millennials and Gen Z users, followed by Instagram and Twitter, while platforms like Facebook are widely used with older African Americans. Historically, Black colleges and universities hold a unique and transformative place in American higher education. Established primarily after the Civil War to provide African Americans with access to higher education in a segregated society, HBCUs have long served as havens for intellectual growth. Today, while they account for only 3% of higher education institutions, they produce an impressive 20% of Black graduates, showcasing their continued relevance and impact. HBCUs produce a significant share of Black professionals, including 50% of Black teachers, 40% of Black engineers, and 80% of Black judges. Their influence on the cultural, social, and economic fabric of the United States is profound as they provide education to students from historically underserved backgrounds and champion diversity in academia and beyond. As such, HBCUs remain indispensable pillars of higher education while meeting the challenges of a rapidly changing world.
We appreciate the fact that you stayed until the end.
That was dope. I do like this HBCU one though. I want to go back. If I can find it. There it is. Oh, it's not. This here. So HBCUs are responsible. 80% of Black judges. That's dope. This is good. I mean, this is what we need. This is it's very interesting. The HBCUs, while they, like you said, they make up only 2 or 3% of the colleges, but they're making up for large percentages, almost half in every category of these, at least shown, for Black graduates, teachers, engineers, judges, Congress, Black lawyers. That's interesting. Wow. Yeah. But yeah, I had to share this. Like I said, I agree, or I am happy to see with all of these areas, with the exception of our social media usage. 6 hours is actually not a lot. I actually know a lot of people that are on, I feel like 6 hours a day, it seems like. um, but regardless of what it is, it's 40% more than other groups. Um, I was going to complain about not seeing the actual numbers to other groups on a lot of these, but I think the video served its purpose in not necessarily in every category, at least comparing um, to others, but just showing the raw, just the straightforward numbers, regardless of our counterparts. I think sometimes we in general, including myself, a lot can get into the weeds of comparing to other groups instead of just appreciating the trajectory in which we're going, right? And so I think this is a nice, clean. I think it's necessary to look at other groups so that you're not, so that you kind of understand what you're up against when stepping out into the world. But I do still think that it is necessary for videos like this to kind of just be straightforward and just show uh, just the progression, minus all of the comparison, right? It's a nice fresh take on a lot of these areas. But this was dope. I really enjoyed this video, and I hope you all take something away from it. All right. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think. It's Ricky Rich with Black Primacy. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your notifications.